Hey, how are we all doing? I'm Andy, this is Spiders. Thanks for coming along and watching. And today, basically, it's all about the Northern Invert Show. If I'm totally honest, excuse me, I didn't get a great deal, or in fact I didn't get any footage of the show itself as I was walking around. I sort of thought that, you know, plenty of other people do that, and in the end it's just the same videos of the same stalls and the same stuff. Only thing changes is maybe something's been sold since somebody last got there. So yeah, I thought I'd just concentrate on the stuff that I bought, which is what I'm going to show you. But also, over the course of the video, I'm going to put some names up on the screen because I'm terrible at remembering everybody's names, and I know that if I try and rattle them all off now, I'm bound to forget somebody, and I just don't want to do that. So what I've done is I've got a little list, and as I'm adding to it while I'm editing and I'm remembering things, I'll put them up on the screen, and all their links for the social medias will all be in the description for everybody to check them out. But yeah, it was an awesome day at the show. I grabbed some, spent probably way too much money, as everyone normally does at these things, and yeah, I'm going to show you what I got now. So cheers, I'll see you in a bit. So this was my haul for the day. There's some pretty cool stuff. We start off with the non-live stuff. So I got a few bags of substrate. We got the Arid Earth here, got the Earth Tiger. These are the mixes from the Spider shop, and I also picked up the Rainforest mix, so that basically covers everything. One way or another, all your teas are covered. And then moving on now, we got a couple of little enclosures. I picked these up from Psydex and Ebz at the Invert Kingdom UK. They were trading for the first time at a show, and they had these on sale, so I grabbed them quite early on. See, these are the custom Aquaria tanks. These are about 6 or 7 inches by 3 by 3, and as you see there, the lid comes off. Easy access, awesome for little slings. This is something else that I picked up from Psydex and Ebz. This is a little keyring, little spider keyring that Ebz was selling. I think they were only £1, I think this cost me. I'd have probably paid more for it if I'm honest. So yeah, really cool. And now we move on to the live things. Now this is the Scetrophasma hispidulum, or the Andaman Island stick insect. Not a species I've ever kept before, if I'm honest. So I'm looking forward to seeing how these all come on and how things progress with them. I've done a bit of research on the internet. If I'm honest, they don't seem too difficult in regards to keeping them, especially compared to some of the species that I either have kept or I'm keeping at the moment. So we'll see how things go, and I'll keep you updated. You can see they're all a nice size, and there's about 10 of them. These were a raffle prize. A friend of mine won 2 prizes on the raffle, but she couldn't take anything home that was live, so she had the hat from Keeper Cards, and she let me go up and pick a prize with a second prize that she won, and I took these. So that's the Andaman stick insect, the Scetrophasma hispidulum. Now this is a species I've been looking at for a while and just never pulled the trigger on the RAMULUS. I don't know if it's nematodes or nematodes. This is the blue version. The males are about 10 centimeters long, maybe a bit longer than that, and they're an awesome bright blue colour with brown legs. And the females, they can grow quite large. They're all green, and yeah, they grow to about 21 centimeters. So yeah, I'd never owned these before, and it was 6 for a £5. But as you can see from these shots, there's probably more like a dozen in there, which was another reason why I couldn't really leave them there for that price. Moving on now, this is an OBT sling that I was gifted from Callum Ray. Now I know at the moment it does just look like a pot of dirt and you can't see much, but there is a sling in there. There we go. You can see just tucked away down the side there. This was shot on the evening after we got back, so it was probably still quite cold after being at the show all day and then the journey. There we have a little close up, you can see the colours on the abdomen. I do have an adult female, and I've got another couple of slings, or grown on slings, so hopefully we'll end up with a male. Speaking of males, this is a mature male Idiothelimera that I picked up from Ben at Ben's Pets. We're going to do a 50-50 I'm going to put this guy with my female that recently molted out. I did purchase a mature male that you may have seen in my last video for her, but he's absolutely massive, and I was quite scared about putting him with her because he's just enormous. And I'm going to show you the size comparison. So here, the one on the left is the one I've had off Ben, obviously the one on the right, and then we flip over now, the one on the left. But that size is just unbelievable. Now this is a HAPOLOPUS formosus, or the pumpkin patch tarantula. This is one I've never owned in the past either. Normally come out about Halloween time as slings. You see them quite regular, but I sort of think, what's the point in buying it as a sling at Halloween? I'd rather have something a bit bigger, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to see this come Halloween. But this was a mystery gift. I paid a £5 for a lucky dip with creatures from the north, and this is what I pulled out, so I was well happy with that. Right, so that's the first bit. That's all the other bits that I picked up. There is some more, as you'll see there. I've got a spider which I'm about to show you now, and I also picked up a mystery box, a £50 mystery box of the Gimps box, the Spider Shop call it. But yeah, I had one of those, but I'm going to do that in a separate video, because that was a pretty cracking mystery box, if I'm honest. I was really happy with what I got in there. But if I was to do it now, this video would probably be about 25 minutes long, so yeah, we're going to split it into two. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that one, because yeah, it is pretty impressive like. But yeah, what I'm going to show you next is a really cool species. I do own one already. I've got a grown on sling. Sorry, it's a bit bright here, the sun is beaming here in North Wales, so I'm having trouble sort of staying in the light without blinding myself. But yeah, this species that I'm going to show you now is a Homoioma species blue Peru 2. Now I do have a grown on sling, but this was one that Francis and myself had already discussed. If we had a pair, we were going to look at putting them together if we ended up with a male and a female between us. Now, as he was sorting his stuff out for what he wanted to sell at the show, he contacted me and let me know that this was going to be on the list. So yeah, I put a pre-order in for this one and picked it up at the show. So yeah, it's an awesome, beautiful looking tarantula. So I'm just going to shut up and I'm going to show you the footage, and this is where I'm going to roll those names that I mentioned earlier on of everybody that I met across the screen, and I hope you enjoy this. Like I say, some pretty cool footage, if I'm honest. Oh, one little point, this clip does contain a bit of handling, so I don't know what your views are on that. Do you know what I mean? I don't do it very often. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Not something I generally go about aiming to do all the time, like. But yeah, this time, as you'll see, the opportunity arose. The spider was calm and I just thought I'd go for it. So yeah, just a warning, anybody that doesn't like handling, you know, just let you know that there is some coming up. Yeah, see you in a bit. Ta. So yeah, that's it. The Homoioma species Blue Peru 2. It's a absolutely awesome species, and not one that you see too often. So to have a pair of them is ace, and hopefully if I can end up with a male and a female, ideally I'll be in a situation where the larger of the two that I've got, just that I picked, the one I've just shown in that video, would be the female, and then the little one that I've got will grow up to be a male. Perfect situation, but you know, never generally works out like that, does it? So we'll just see what happens. But yeah, so that was me done. That was my pickups from the show. Just want to say big shout to everybody whose names I put up on the screen. All the people that I met on the day. There was some that I'd met before, some that I hadn't, some that I'd only met briefly before and managed to spend a bit more time with this time. It was yeah, it was ace. I love sort of engaging with everyone. The shows gives you a real sort of opportunity to do that. So yeah, let me know what you think of what I picked up. You know, drop it in the comments. You know, to do like, share, comment, all that sort of stuff, the usual thing, everything that helps the right algorithm and helps the channel grow. And keep an eye out for that Gims box. That's going to be my next video. Hit the bell and you'll know. Yeah, nice one. Cheers, thanks for watching. I'll see you all soon. Ta-da.